let's actually head out here. Alright, okay. Here I am. Here we are, yet again, back in the land of Ark. Survival Ascended. Quick audio visual. Audio visual is good. We are good. Alright, everybody. We're back. It's Ark Survival Ascended. On the island. And I don't remember just how far we had gotten since in the last stream. So I want to give you guys a tour. I have played a good portion of this off stream. So first thing that I want to start with is our spike walls. We've got our spike walls, a couple dino behemoth gates, big, big gates. Let's see. This should cover the entire northern northeast portion of the base. Yep. And what I was noticing and why this wall exists is because before, when we just had this house, we did not have any kind of base protection. Namely, there were a bunch of theories that were rolling up here, and it was starting to get kind of concerning. So I got a whole bunch of stuff, and we made the well, so far it's been very effective spike wall. Only part that might be a hole is that hill there where the tree is, but I'm not convinced yet. Nothing is, dropped down here into the base. Additionally, we're going to take a quick minute here to go over some tames that we lost. I died a couple times. We tamed a whole bunch of things. Admittedly, all of these mantas that I tamed, they're dead. So, all of the mantas died. So we lost 3 mantas. We lost 1 triceratops. That was completely an accident on my end. Was not trying to do that, but that is what happened. I did accidentally kill a triceratops. And then this ichthy died to a piranha. As embarrassing as that is to say it. But we have a lot of new tames. We're going to start with the ones that I think you know. We have Olbert, Cinco, and Jenny. In the next room, we have Perry. Perry's keeping an eye on, well, he's also pooping, but he's keeping an eye on the base, anytime I'm home and something that's not supposed to be here shows up, he lets us know. Perry's doing a great job. We have a Phiomia parked in our new greenhouse. I did build a greenhouse. Apologies for the constant water sounds. The sounds of growth in the greenhouse. All of these are at 300% greenhouse effect, and they are solely fertilized by our Phiomia that has no name. We'll have to give her a name at some point. But yep, we have... Let's see. You'd think I would remember these. We have some long grass. We have some citronal. We have savaroot. And rock carrots. All great things. We're going to need those. We also have a tinto berry bush. And then 3 narcoberry bushes here in the back. They're not quite fully produced yet. Those stacks will stack up on 300. Our fertilizer looks like it's doing good. Yeah. We're gonna also have to at some point get a hold of a dung beetle from one of the caves to assist us with this operation, but we're not quite there yet. Additionally, we have a small taming pen to drop things in and tame them. We have, let's see, the house so far is 1 story. We have a sink, there's just free water, I thought, why not? We have a beer dispenser. I've used this beer to great effect and made quite a few. We have our upgrade station, which is how I have the majority of our ascended gear here. The only thing I got from a drop so far was this metal hatchet. Along with these blueprints and that saddle. Admittedly, we could probably ditch that blueprint, make that a blueprint. But so far, so good. The trike ascended saddle here, this blueprint, I made that using the blueprint station over here. Yep. So you basically put a blueprint in, or you put an item in here, like this manta saddle. You highlight it, you select create blueprint. I'm not going to do that this time because the first 2 times I tried to do that with the trike saddle, it crashed my game back to the Xbox dashboard. And I'm not trying to end the stream yet. Now, the salvage station is something that I'm particularly excited about, and I think I'm actually going to use it on a couple items in here that I'm just not ready to use yet. We do have quite a few pelt. I believe we went up north to the snow area, and we got a whole bunch of pelt. Here is the spirit of our death essence of the old Triceratops that I accidentally stabbed. Stabbed it, I think, when it was like maybe 1,500 health out of the 43,000 you see there, and it died. Because my melee damage is a bit ridiculous. I think I'm going to tune that down soon. The only reason I had it up is because our teams were not ready to defend the base. And I needed something, because I was determined to not move. So I took it upon myself to defend the house from all the things. Dinosaurs, dragons, you name it. We're going to salvage all those items. Nice. Alright, we got some good metal and wood. I think we don't need these. No, we will need the cementing paste and the crystal. We'll take the stone and leave the rest. All single items or small items, it'll be fine. Put the ceiling in there. That large storage box will come in handy, so I will keep it. Let's do some quick inventory management and just kind of chuck all these things that we don't need in there. Like this trike saddle blueprint we don't need out right now. Basically, if I die, I don't want to lose this box. Let's see. The manta saddle I'm not too concerned about, but also we don't need it, so. The next box over contains all our hunter chests, like the Therizino claws. All of these bones? I really don't know. I don't want to mount a pelvis or a skull to my wall, so we're just kind of throwing it in here. I think this is part of one of the mods. Haven't quite identified which one it is yet, but just not quite there. So, we've got our inventory taken care of. Ooh, we've got 2 medical brews. Okay, that should be everything in that chest that we need to be in there now. We've got some more metal ingots smelting. Doing a great job. We've got some extra gasoline that I think I'm going to store actually in here in the RR home smithy. Now the goal, right, the big goal I've got so far is to get 100 black pearls to finish this coffee maker. This coffee maker is basically a free tech generator, so that way power can be as seamless as possible because I really just don't like the sound of the regular generator and I don't want to hide it off in the corner somewhere because then it's not effective. So we've also got a couple other things that we're going to make, but we need power for it first. So that's why I'm starting with power and then we'll start adding more things as we go, which is why we're looking for a water tame today. The water tame of choice for me is going to be the Deinosuchus. I've had wonderful, wonderful ocean runs with the Deinosuchus every time, without fail. Also, we have a trash bin. You can put meat in here and just craft spoiled meat. It helps. Like the narcotics that I've been able to make. As you can see, the amount has just increased. Also, for when the pesky ichthyornises steal my narcotics, we just have a surplus or a general supply of it. So that way we can kind of keep the ball rolling on the taming front. However, the reason why I started farming in the first place, we needed the bug repellent, of which it uses pelt. So beautiful job with me getting the pelt. I didn't even know I needed it. So here it is. We also were able to get some plant species X seeds from the swamp. There is no way I'm ever going to use all 316 of these, but we've got a reserve. We definitely have a reserve. But for now, we're gonna have to get some of those citronal and rock carrots. Perry, you're doing a wonderful job of telling me where something is. If I remember right, there is something over here. I did see that red circle over here initially. Alright, Perry. Let's go see what it is. I do have the super or awesome spyglass. It's a Dilophosaur! Not anymore. Well, Perry, thank you for telling us that the Dilophosaur wanted to say hi. Now, lastly, for this building so far, we do have the Dragon Chronicles mod, and of course, I need power to use the ancient statue. So, requires electricity. I've got everything I need to make this cauldron to get started on the dragon taming, but I've put it off until I can get a hold of power. Additionally, we have a target practice area for the firearms in the additional munitions mod, which I think I can make. No, it's the hand mixer, I think. The hand mixer that doubles as a very small fabricator that I just really enjoy. I'm actually going to go into the engram list and search for our items here. We've got a fabricated pistol, so yeah. Most of this is fabricated stuff with the exception of the forged submachine gun. This is admittedly my favorite. The light machine gun is going to be super cool. There's also quite a few. Let me search for bolt, and I'll spell it correctly too. We have some bolt action rifles, or maybe just one. I thought we had two. One that was forged and one that was fabricated. Yeah, because I had learned it and I had made it in here. Yep, there it is. The lever action. That's what it was. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make 5 of those real quick. Simple rifle or simple rifle. I love how I've got a choice between two things that seem relatively the same. But yeah, that's why I initially made the crafting, or the target dummy out there, is we were going to test some firearms. Ah, yes, we did find this crossbow as well, but it is not as good as the crossbow that I have here. That does 342.4. You know what? A point 0.2 difference, I'm not too concerned. Maybe next time I should learn how to read properly before I say, oh, it's not as good. Well, apparently it is. So, this is the lovely rifle that we all know and love from ARC. It is great. We love it. And we're going to test it. 279. Not bad. Because this is all modded stuff, and I'm like, I want to see how it is. I want to see, what the numbers are. If it's worth us. Ooh, it looks nice. Huh. 749. 249. Alright, those numbers, I think those are actually the same numbers. I'll do it one more time with the base game. Alright, headshot 839. Body 270. Alright, so base game is still more powerful. Alright, good to know. How you doing, training dummy? Are you doing good? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, good. Alright, well now I know. I mean, I'm still gonna try all of them out, but if I were to take one out on a hunting trip or a taming trip, or really even to, yeah, for use in long neck rifle, yeah, I think I would end up, for things that I don't want to accidentally murder with the crossbow, I would take the original in-game rifle. All right. Well, I'm glad that I tested that because I had been meaning to test that, but I'm like, you know what? I think that is something I would rather share with everybody than just do it by myself and be like, oh well. It's like if we can science, I want to science with friends. You know what I mean? Science with friends is always better. Now, I do have a timer going off, and when that timer goes off, or a timer going, and when that timer goes off, I'll have to go AFK for 5 minutes. But we're not quite there yet. Additionally, this will also just kind of be the saddle box. We're going to keep the Dinosuke saddle on us because I have a feeling I'm going to need it. Now, I built this barn for all of our tames. All of the tames. We have quite a list. I'm dehydrated already. Well, maybe if I wasn't feeling so warm with this armor on. Nope. It's just hot today. Yeah, 105 or 132 degrees. Of course it is. All right. Well, no reason to keep the armor off then if it's not making a difference whether I change it or not. Holy fortitude. You're telling me I'm gonna have to fix that fortitude number. I don't remember it being that high. All right. Well, we've got quite a few pteranodons. We have Kelt and Jin, and then overside here, this way, we have Prin, the pteranodon. We have Tony, the saber-tooth. Winge, the Argentavis. A Dinotherium that was outside the base, and it's why I made all that beer in the first place. I made a lot more than I thought I needed. This thing's big. This is the first time I've ever tamed one, and yeah, thing is big. Wait a minute. What is in this back section here? Is that a barrel? We have a barrel? No, that is not a separate storage container. Okay. It looks pretty cool. Like, don't get me wrong. And if I remember right, they have some roaring capabilities that buff, I think, each other if you have like a herd of them. But I do not have a herd. I have a solo. A solo. Well, you're not quite an elephant. You're a Dinotherium. But I named our Dinotherium Muma because I look at this and I see the Muma kill from Lord of the Rings. It's just the way it is. We have Pi, the piebald Carbonemus. the turtle, who is healing. The majority of our tames are healing off large health bars. And the reason they're so large is because all of the dragons scare me. There's literally an elder dragon that way outside, and it's got 51,000 health. So, kind of concerned. We have our trio of Triceratops, Tri, Sarah, and Tops, whose mother I accidentally murdered when I was trying to bring all four of them home. I made up for it by finding them a new mom. I mean, a new dad. I thought, no, I killed that mom by accident, but I found a new trike that was a little bit higher, and yeah, he's a dad now. You've adopted these trikes. We have Skipper and Gulliver, the Pelagornises. They're great. And then we also have Lamina, the trike. I don't know why I ended up with this trike. I think I had Lamina first. Lamina was the one I found outside, and then this guy I found on the river not too far from here. It was just a high level, and I said, you know what? It's worth it. We're taking him home. We have Priscilla the Spino, our first big carnivore, also healing off a large health bar. Priscilla was the second tame that I took into the ocean. The first one I took into the ocean was Pi, and then I suffocated to death because, well, I wasn't being very smart. And so Priscilla and I went on a rescue mission to go get Pi and bring Pi home. And we did. We have a Beezle Bufo with no name. He's just a really good frog. Doing great things. We actually found this out of a drop. So I'm like, you know what? You get it for free. I should take him to the swamp and get a load of cementing paste, but we're not quite there yet. We have Chuck and Mint, the Castroides. I don't know what happened to their eyeballs. I'm used to seeing more pronounced eyes on these guys, but they seem to be covered. I don't know what. That's just got to be an arc thing, with arc being arc. We have Spice, the Iguanodon, who is great. This was one of the first high-level tames that I found due to the Shiny Dinosaurs mod. The Shiny Dinosaurs mod has been given a whole bunch of shiny dinosaurs. Like Jin here was a high-level Pteranodon, and I'm like, you know what, we're taking him. And he was great for all of the early level and early runs until I got the Argentavis over here, which I'm generally more, predisposed for because she can carry all the things. Well, not all the things, but she carried Tony home from Carno Island, which we're very far away from down here on the south end. So, the goal is to get a Deinosuchus of whatever level I can, go underwater, and find us some Euryptids to kill. Or at least something that gives me lots of dark pearls. But first things first, my ghillie gear is all broken. All of it. Literally every piece. Literally every piece. So I need, what was that, 10, 14, 16, 19, 21 pieces of organic polymer. Now, with that being said, some of our tames have materials in them that can be used for this purpose. At least one of you has some organic polymer left in you. I remember this. I put it there, I left it there, and said, I'll come back for it later. Aha! Wow, that is a perfect amount. Okay, Skipper. Thank you for holding that for me for so long. We're gonna go fix our stuff. All the stuff. Admittedly, I did add a balcony in that shed. So at some point, we're going to move all of this stuff over there, or at least as much as possible. But, you know, the main house, I didn't want to get rid of the main house. I wanted to make it useful. I wanted to keep it. So here it is, our main house. Yeah, yeah, Perry. Is it lunchtime? Did I miss it? Okay, we need fiber. Well, we've got a whole bunch of fiber. So now we just get to fixing all the stuff. What am I missing? It's not the organic polymer. I counted this out exactly. It's going to be the organic polymer. Why won't you let me fix this? No, no, I should have trusted my counts. I think Ark was just being particular for that, which I guess I can't be too surprised by. Well, now that the ghillie gear is fixed, and we're not as warm as we used to be, the temperature has fallen by 40 degrees. You know what? I'll take it. Additionally, the reason why I wanted Deinosuchus is because it can be on land and not die from piranhas in the water. The Carbonemus out there. Yep, level 16 would be a great source of additional keratin. But I'm going to grab the citronal and the rock carrot and get moving here. A little bit of this, and a little bit of that. All the pieces are coming together. Additionally, I do have a whole bunch of raw prime meat. Should probably put this in another spot, so that way it doesn't get instantly stolen by a Pegomastix, because that's usually what happens to me. Oh, you have taming food, or oh, you have something in your inventory that you don't want stolen? Well, let me tell you, they'll do it. They will do it, they will steal it, they won't give it back until you kill them. It would be one thing if they're like, haha, you're pranked, bro. But nah, they just try to run off with it, and it just gets kind of annoying. So what we're going to do is we're going to cancel that, and we're going to make as much bug repellent as possible. It looks like we're going to have 11 bug repellent. That's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take the entire stock. Now, additionally, we do have more keratin and chitin for the cementing paste reserves. I believe I've got this saved for something. Don't remember what, but I remember that I was saving it for something. So we're just going to make more that way. I mean, we are going to go to the swamp. Who knows? We might come back with some stuff. Oh, yeah. The Alpha Carno arms need to go in the cabinet. Of which we're already running out of space. Now, I think I'm going to try to find it. There should be a storage shelf here with 300 slots instead of 45. And I want to say it was one of the rustic structures. Storage's box bedroom. It's one of these. Ooh, they have a small elevator, an artisanal well. Well, look at that. All these interesting, cool stuff. And things. No, it does look really good. I think at some point... Oh yeah, the bridges. The bridges are nice. We're going to build stuff out of that. I'm very confident that it is indeed this. But for the life of me, I don't remember. Was it you? Do you? Oh, you have 150. I mean, hey, 150 is still a lot better than 45, let me tell you what. Store your items. You know what? I think I will. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely will. No idea what exactly we're going to put in there just yet, but hey. Maybe stuff like the sap and the clay and the black pearls that we only have 12 of so far. So really, we kind of need like 88 and not 100, but some extra building materials. Yeah, basically non-perishable crafting items that I don't have an exact use for yet, but I don't want to lose them. Like the plant species X seeds, I would be really sad if I had to go get all of those again. Not that it really took us a long time to do it, but you know, my luck of finding it, not the best. Alright, yeah, the cementing paste or the sulfur. Now we should, the other fire that you hear burning, the grill. The grill is doing a wonderful job cooking all the meat I could ever need, providing us with a source of charcoal, as well as spoiled meat because I'm not doing the greatest job of checking this all the time. Mind you, it does help. Okay, here is our 11 bug repellent. Between that and the ghillie gear, we should have some luck. Should have some luck sneaking up on and hopefully taming a Deinosuchus. Um, where are our pants? Why do I not have them? Did I leave them in here? Did I leave our pants behind? I thought I fixed everything. Apparently I'm missing a pair of pants. I don't understand where they went, but yeah. Yeah, they're supposed to be green and in my inventory. I wonder if I had a different pair of ghillie pants and I shoved them in here with all the different blueprints. Well, we've got that ascended blueprint. I don't know when I'm gonna ever get enough organic polymer to make it though, because the penguins are not spawning up north. So the only source of organic polymer I seem to find are the Hesperornises that spawn on the river that spawn one at a time and are not super available. And I don't want to run a dino wipe either just yet. But wow, this is weird. I really thought I had a bunch of pants. Or maybe at least one pair of pants. We'll put it that way. I thought I had at least one pair of pants. Alright. Do you have the polymer? Because I think I had multiple tames here. As you can tell, this is a relatively loud environment, so I'll apologize in advance. Yeah, it might just be that I don't have organic polymer left. Which, you know, it is a thing. I might have to go get some more. It'll be okay. Yeah, you know. Unless, nope, you have jellyfish gel, you have biotoxin. Alright, well the newest member of our family is a Carnotaurus with no name. Also healing off a big health bar. And all the melee stats. Because I am determined to keep as many tames as possible through this run, so their health bars are high, and the dragons are outside, so I'm kind of like not excited. Because originally I almost lost this RG to one of the dragons because his health hadn't quite healed up yet. There was one of the Inferno dragons. So let's go see if I can find a Hesperornis on the river. Because I've got more luck of doing that. than I do of finding the penguins. That's a dodo. That's an ichthy. That's a piranha. That is a bunch of small dinosaurs. There's a Hesperornis. Why, hello there, good friend. I am here to take you. Let's see. Probably be easier if I turn around here. I was about to say, I turned around and then I lost you and I couldn't find you, but here you are. You know what? I might just stab it. And stab. Now you see why I was concerned about my melee damage accidentally killing my tames? It's a little ludicrously high and I'm not going to use it to fight any bosses with, I promise. I will lower it before we do any boss runs. And I will verify to you that I have indeed lowered it. Alright, so we are missing pants. I still don't know how I'm missing pants, but like, because I swear I had a full suit. But it is what it is. And now we've got a full suit. Alright. Now we go looking for a Deinosuchus in the swamp. What is that? Hold the phone. An elder wyvern egg? Just gonna take it. I'm gonna take it and run like heck. Also, whatever is knocking down all of these trees, you are doing a phenomenal job with it. Nope, I wanted to look at the Carnotaurus. You're telling me that the trikes are knocking down these trees? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. The Ceratosaurus is knocking down the trees. What level is the Ceratosaurus? Level 20. Well, it's killable, but it's also not why I'm here. And technically, it's a bit further south than what I'm looking for. Alright. Now, the other thing, I remember how to do this, but it has been a while. First, I must find a Deinosuchus. And honestly, if we can't find one, we found one! Yeah, if we can't find one, well, here we are. The only other issue I have is that all of these Deinosuchuses just keep spawning at such low levels. I'm concerned combat music that I won't find a good one for. Oh, that's a Sarco level 5. Yeah, we're here to fight. Alright, Sarcos. They're not Path of Titans Sarcos. I'm sorry. Does that say what I think it does? We're gonna back up a little. 130. Okay. I didn't think I would have a Sarco this run. I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't planning on it, but like here I am. Fighting off all the bugs. I see why people take frogs over here now. Okay. Urk, I need you to know that that is way too epic for what you're having me do here. Oh, it's trying to get at us. I was hoping for your bigger cousin to go take underwater. Well, I wasn't trying to trank my RG. How are you looking? Alright, the bugs are dead. You're not really all that bothered. The shiny rainbow Pachyrhinosaurus. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh my. Okay. You're starting to get sleepy, but not quite there. How about now? A lot sleepier than you were a second ago because you are trying to run away. And failing horribly. Please go to sleep. That is as asleep as a sleep is going to look. Dude looks like he just conked out after a hard day at work. Hey, buddy. Can you... Thank you. Not that I needed the prime meat, because I've got a ridiculous amount. Alright. Nothing seems to have hit you just yet, and you seem to have some really decent stats. Then again, I would hope that a level 130 does have decent stats. Wait a minute. I think I have a piece of raw prime fish meat in my inventory. Or at least I thought I did. The cubes are missing. Where are the cubes? Do you have the cubes? I don't think that the bird has the cubes. The bird does not have the cubes. Alright, well, you know, we could use raw prime meat. It will take 2 pieces instead of 1, but if we wait here long enough... Kind of concerned to even get off this rock, because I'm like, there's leeches. I know they exist. You know what? I could hop to this rock. Aha, this is a rock. Inherent melee mutable. Really? You have an inherent for mutated melee stats? Is that what I'm seeing? This creature's melee stat is highly mutable. Now, I don't think that it is carryable by an Argentavis. But I will do some quick checking just to be on the safe side, because I'm like, well, I don't want to... Alright. Here is the Sarco with the stats. I think it's under the more section. This is true. It is not carryable by an Argentavis. Alright, well, I mean... let's see... Well, first we have to tame you, huh? Right? I shouldn't get too far ahead of myself now, should I? Now should I? This is a bad time for that timer to go off. Yeah, this is a bad time. I mean, I could just give you all the pieces. You will eat... Yes, you will eat them as you need them. Well, now the only problem is anything within a 2-mile radius is going to know I'm trying to take you home. And will actively prevent it. 81.7% with taming effectiveness at 100. The question's going to be, are we allowed to keep that 100% or will the game say no? In the meantime, it's time to research a Sarco saddle because, well... Yep, Sarco saddle. It doesn't say I have to make it at the smithy, which is impressive, but I don't have cementing paste on me, so we're probably gonna have to just have him follow us home. But this will we could go underwater with this. This is a it does not have an oxygen bar from what I remember. So this will work. I mean, I won't be shredding, alpha Moses with it, but if we're just going to be going down to the bottom of the ocean for your riptids, I that should be okay. We're just ocean trawling, essentially. The only thing we would have to fight down there at that point are plesiosaurs, eels, anglerfish, maybe a Tusoteuthis. So that might be concerning, but should be okay. We'll get it figured out. Some very good colors. I liked these colors. All right. Well, we have our Sarco. Um, what? What do you do? Hey. Oh, apparently there was one of these bug bodies down here that I didn't know about. Was that it? Sure enough, yeah, one of these bugs were down here and I didn't know. Sarco over here taking me for a ride. Okay. First order of business is getting them home. So we're gonna have to do that. And we're gonna whistle you passive. Because the goal is going to be getting you out of the swamp, not dead in the swamp. Alright, how do you do keeping up with me? You do good. You do good. And if you do good... I'm sorry, is this Deinosuchus going on a trip? It seems to be going on a trip. A level 5 Deinosuchus going on a trip. As opposed to the level 50, that's one of the highest ones I've seen so far. For sure. Alright, Mr. Sarco, are you getting tripped up by some trees? I can break the trees. There we go. Try it this time with no interference. Yeah, with no interference, he's right under us. We just need to swim around the Deinosuchuses. I'm surprised that the Brontos haven't accidentally hit him yet. I'm sorry, is that trying to follow us? Quick. Come with me if you want to live. Because it might be level 5, but just because it's level 5 does not mean it's not dangerous. I have discovered this. I have discovered it well. Admittedly, if I could have a Sarco and a Dino, that might be cool. That might be super cool. I also have not found a decent level Theory yet. I've been, well, 95 for the island is actually pretty high. The island is so far the only map I've lowered my training or my taming standards for. Because for me, normally it's only anything level 100 or higher is something I'll tame for base dinosaur stats. And on the island, I lower my standards to anything level 90 or higher because, well, it really is just that hard to find decent stat or decent level tames. But here we are. We got him home. We got her home. Sorry. You know what? In honor of my friend, or in my honor of my old friend, knowing that this is a Sarco, doesn't quite look the same, but the name will strike fear into all who oppose you. It's good to have you, Milkshake. It's good to have you. Okay, Well, looks like Milkshake if Milkshake didn't get a tan. Also, something I've discovered, don't try to hatch eggs around the oviraptor. Bad things happen, man. Bad things. Alright, well, we have a Sargo. I am going to pause the game though for a short time because, hey, hello! I do need to feed the cat. So I will be right back. And at the sound of me getting up out of my chair, the cat is paying attention, so I will be right back. All right, friends, I've returned. Well, I thought about it, right, for the Sarko name, and I'm like, I need to make the dragons scared. And the only name I know that scares dragons is Milkshake. Additionally, I still need to craft the saddle, which means I need a handful of cementing paste, which is exactly what this is, a handful. Let's see. It should be made in my inventory. Do. 20 cementing paste, 230 hide, and a lot of fiber. Alright, well, I think the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the frog to the swamp. Let's see, you're gonna be okay here. But while I'm okay, you should at least also be somewhat inside, in case something flies overhead and tries to munch us. Now I am gonna test really, really quick, just to ensure my theory. Yes, you're a wonderful swimmer, and you don't have an oxygen bar. Perfect. How do you have a Sylvari in Ark? No, this is not quite a Sylvari in Ark. This is more or less a ghillie suit made up of ferns and plants and all that jazz. And while I'm gone, please don't rile up your new family. It is strands of organic polymer, disperses heat, keeps you cool, so it's camouflage. Somewhat. Okay. Alright. Now this is where I go take the frog on a very, very interesting run of the swamp. And it will either be great or it's going to be terrible. There never seems to be an in-between for me. Our frog here, who does not quite have a name yet. Not yet. You still need a name. You also like to get stuck under Spinolegs. How? I don't know how we managed this. Alright. A slight traffic jam in the tame barn. There we go. That did it. You are bright. What camo do you mean? Listen. The dinosaurs, okay, the dinosaurs don't care how bright it is. They just see plants. Alright, you're not gonna stare at me? Cool. I don't like it when my dinosaurs stare at me. It's kind of weird. You know what? We might be able to hop over this. We definitely took damage for that. You know what? I think that you're, yeah. There we go. That's some good stamina, and then the rest of this can be melee damage. Alright, let's go find us some bugs. Because what I want to do, right, is I want to take that saddle and upgrade it at least a little bit before we go into the ocean, in case, once again, terrible things happen. Because I don't want to lose any of my tames if I can help it. I've already lost enough. 3 mantas and a trike. It was not a fun time in the water. Well, and the ichthy. I did not get as close to the ichthy as I did the others. Level 5. I am not bothering with a level 5. Now, that level 50 over there is one of the highest levels I've seen so far. I think the highest level Deinosuchus I've seen is level 60. So I'll have to keep an eye out. If I see anything higher than 60, or at least around that area, I think I might tame it. Alright, mister. Yeah, you pretty much ate it all. Alright, we are hopping around looking for bugs. We have two attacks. A sweep attack and a kind of like a tongue thrusting attack. I might have honestly killed all the bugs earlier. So we may need to actually go to one of the other swamps or just deeper into this one. Was that you? I am impressed by how well that went. I couldn't even see. Is that a Dimetrodon? It's a Dimetrodon. I almost call it a Dimorphodon. It's so pretty. Look at it. Ooh, here we go. Nice. Hey, absolutely not. This frog is not for sale. Well, apparently, the Sarco thinks it's for sale too. Oh, dear lord. Beat him up! Well, my list of enemies is smaller now. I don't... Beat the Mobies on a frog! Listen, this frog just beat up like 2 snakes, like 2 Sarcos, 10 bugs, and we're already up to 224 cementing paste, so I mean, I'm very happy with how that's going. That's level 36. Oh, it must have been fighting a snake because it's got a little bit of torpidity. Alright, deeper we go, I guess, to find more bugs to eat. Listen, I don't pretend to be a pro because the swamp is one of my least explored areas in the entire map. Like, I'm never here. I'm never in the swamp. So the fact that it's, that this is... I'm concerned with how big that hiss was. Alright, we're gonna go down slowly. Slowly. Oh, that's just terrifying. There's 3 of them. Oh, why are there 3 of you? Oh, why? Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, you stay still. Do not move. You hear me? You don't move. I've been leeched. Well, that's just great. Twice! This is where they live. Alright, time to build a campfire to get these leeches off of me. Before they give me a disease or something. There's only one way to get leeches off of you in this game, and I'm not breaking my armor to do it. Alright, where's the wood? It wouldn't be a run in the swamp if you didn't accidentally get yourself leeched. Well, at least they didn't leech you, huh, buddy? A bug! Come here, bug! Mwap, mwap. That's 40 per bug, huh? That's pretty good. Oh, what level are you, huh? Oh, you're the best one I've seen. Yep. Yep, we're gonna take this one home with us. If the game lets us and it decides to stop trying to kill that Dimorphodon. No. No! No! Oh, that's terrible. Oh, come on. No, don't do this game. This is the best one I've seen, and you're gonna make it fight Dimorphodons. Are you at least winning? Kind of. Oh, please win. Please win. That's wow. That's gonna take 6 pieces of raw prime. I don't have any raw mutton on me, and I don't have any. Oh, wait a minute. I've cooked prime fish meat. That's what I was seeing. Oh my gosh, it won! It won! Okay. Alright. 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 To be very slow. Because the bug's right there? Is the bug making you upset? Hi! $18. Oof. We're gonna be here for a while. Why is the stats breaking? That is not milkshake. That is not milkshake. No, don't sprint. Hi. Yeah? I've been leeched again. You know what? The leeches can stay just as long as I tame this. How did you lose the little things with me? It's not the best you've seen. You know what? I suppose you're right. No, 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 no. Don't walk this way. You don't want to be over here. Come on. Come on. You don't want to be over here. No, come on. No, you don't want to be this way. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, you don't want to be over here. It's bad. Everything smells bad. Are you serious right now? Eh. Come on, go up. Go up. We need uppies. Go up. You're not going up enough. Alright, you should be okay up here. And I'm very much saying should, but you should be okay up here. It shouldn't aggro onto the frog from up here, is essentially what I'm meaning to say. Alright, Mr. Frog. You stay passive. You don't leave. Did you win? I would say it did. Alright. And Geronimo, I guess. Well, and there's a drop landing in here? What is happening? Oh, please. Not me. Oh, what? What was that? No. 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 Hey now. Hey now. No. You be a good gator. Come on. You're really right behind me? Come on, don't do this. Don't be like this. No, sir. Don't you do this. What do you mean I'm starving? I'll show you starving. I'm being slow. No, I'm not bothering you. No. Lay down. Come on, you know you want to come home with me. You know that I'm better than this. There's gotta be right, there's better than this, and I am that better. Where is Frog? I did not enable tracking on Frog. This is a slight issue. We need to find Beezle. Beezle Bufo. Mint, Sarah, Cinco, Perry, Spice, Pie, Lemon. Where is... Okay, instead of all, let's do water creatures. I own no water creatures. Great. Hi! Oh, please. Please no. Please no. Please, please, please no. Please. I'm hiding behind the rock. I mean, he's not dead. There it is. And I need to select add point of interest. Okay, he is getting himself beat up though. I don't know what's trying to beat him up, but something is trying to beat him up. Is that a Rex? A Rex is trying to beat up my frog? Are you serious? I'm coming! I'm coming! Follow me! Quick! Alright, it looks like he didn't really do all that much. He must be a low level. Alright, Rex. What level are you? Yeah, you're level 10. No, nobody's afraid of a level 10 Rex. Rex tried to beat up my frog! We're gonna even the odds with this Rex. Access the inventory of the drop. That's some pretty good stuff. You know what? We're taking it all. Hi, do you want to come home with me? I'll feed you. I promise. I will feed you better than I feed my cat. No. No, I fed you. I just fed you. No, this is not happening right now. Where the hell is my frog? Is buddy, no. You know what? I brought that on myself. I should have told you to stop following me. Okay, now you stop following, and you sit right there, and you be a good frog. Yes, you be good frog. Oh my gosh. You know what? You can tell my cat all about that. I don't think he's gonna care. What are you biting now? Oh, I'm kind of afraid. What could you possibly be biting? What is... You're really going after the Dimorphodons again? Is that what's happening right now? Well, I mean, you haven't lost any HP. Yeah, he's really going after the... Come on! It can't possibly be that good. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, 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 no. You're not interested in me. No, you don't want me. I have done nothing. I'm trying to help you. You don't want, no, no. Oh, what the hell is that? It's a Phiomia. Yes, take the prehistoric pig. You actively want the prehistoric pig more than me. I know you do. Heck, I would take the prehistoric pig. Did I really knock that thing out? Oh my gosh. I did. I guess I can't be too surprised. Alright, here we are. Here we go. Here we go again. Dun 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 dun. One more time. I'm walking. You no see me. I'm walking. Yeah, apparently if you run away from that thing, it gets upset. If you walk away from it, though, here we are. Mr. Frog, are you doing okay over there? You look to be okay, and I don't see any yellow damage numbers either. So I'm going to say you're doing all right. Yep, that's what I'm going to say, and I'm sticking to it. That's my story. All right, here we go. Last feeding. The last feeding before you become my new best friend. Congratulations! Oh my gosh. You have earned a subscription to Jelly of the Month Club. I'm kidding. You are now my new Deinosuchus. Hello, and you are... I'm so sorry. You are so over-encumbered right now. This is not fair to you. Is there something for you to murder? No? Okay. Alright. You will never be encumbered ever again. Just so you're aware. Let's see. You have 8,000 HP base after taming. You're going to be the slow tame, so we're going to have the frog follow us. Alright, Mr. Frog. We've got a mission. We have to get home now. The frog's like, man, I can't believe we did this. I'm telling everybody about it. Speaking of which, your passive frog... frog? It's okay. You're alright. Oh, these rocks are just rude to you, aren't they? No, come here. Come here. No. Why are you hopping around in a circle? You are actively in the tail of the gator. How do you manage that? What All because I saw a bug. Come on. We've got more bugs to catch. Well, isn't this just something? The high-octane ARC gameplay that you came for is watching me catch a bug. Did we get it? I think we got it. I think we did it. Oh my gosh, no, we're killing leeches. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy we're doing that, but like, I was not expecting that. Alright, mister. You've done some, unexpected good work here. I reward you with more melee damage. Yeah, no, you're really doing good. We've almost got 500 cementing paste. Like, this is actually really, really good. Alright, now we continue on the way home. Baryonyx, another frog. A parasaur is trying to stomp something to death up ahead. We have snakes and phiomias. Oh my gosh, this is cementing paste heaven. No! 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 No, get on the frog. Is that a microraptor? That is a microraptor. We're stunned. You know what? Do what I've got to do. Whistle neutral. I thought for a second you ate my frog. Oh no. Oh no. I cannot believe this has happened again. This is normally why I don't come here. Just saying. Just saying. Wait a minute, how high is that torpor gauge going? I thought it was going down. Oh my gosh. Okay, alright, it is starting to go down. Phew. I was concerned. Have you tried not doing that? Well, okay, so I was stunned by the Microraptor. The Microraptor has a stun attack, and then the snake was still biting me. So it was just really a double whammy of sorts. It was bad. It was very bad. The good news, though, is that my fortitude is high enough that the torpor bar is draining very, very quickly. So we're doing good. Come on, we need to get up. That is a Rex sound. Come on. What? It is a Rex versus a Paracertherium, and the Paracertherium is losing. Okay. Alright. We need to leave. It is time to leave. We are leaving. Good job, Beazle. We are leaving. You know what? As a joke, I could name him Bezos. I could name the frog Bezos. Sugar plums. Well, I've got great news. The frog is taking absolutely no damage from anything ever. 3 damage per frog lick. Yes, more bugs. This is the only game you'll ever hear me be excited about finding bugs. I hope you know. In every other game, I'm just like, ew, bugs, kill them with fire. But this time we're happy to see bugs. Because the frog eats the bugs, and we get free crafting materials for it. What are you? What? A headless hydra? What is that supposed to be? Where? Dang dragon mod, that's nightmare fuel, man. No. No. Oh, what is this? A level 90? A level 90. Okay, we're stabbing this. Stab. 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 It is officially the I don't have time for it kind of a day. Alright, you're doing decent. You're not doing terrible. We're gonna get you home. Everything is going to... There's another one. Why is there another? 48 is a lot lower than us. Level 5 is a lot lower than us. Alright. We're just leaving. That's what we do. We leave. And I'm gonna get this darn leech off of me when we get home. Stand on another fire pit. Alright, you're doing a good job following, but now we're stuck in some rocks. This is where I come in handy. Chop. 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 Alright, the rock should be gone now. We should be good. We should be able to go home. You have to let me. There we go. I was about to say, in order to get out of here, we kind of have to, let me take you home. What is that? What level are you? Level 50. Okay, good. It's deep enough that we can swim. No, you're not gonna care. We just leave. No. No, we're leaving. Frog. Frog, we need to leave. It's time to go, Frog. Yeah, we're doing this today. You are shoving my frog. I can't have you doing it either. Apparently there's a minimum stamina requirement that we're just not meeting. I mean, the good news is you're only doing 12 damage to my frog. Alright. I'm not killing the kid. We are leaving. We are going home. Oh, Jesus, no. Please, no. Please. No. No, no. No, no, no. I don't care how much you roar. We're not fighting it. No, no. Just keep going. Just keep going. You know what? I trained all of them, and I'm proud. Alright, alright. Where's the frog? Come on, frog. We cannot stay here. That thing will kill us. I'm 90% sure. It's too big to be docile, I swear. I wanna fight it. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. I'm just surprised we got as far as we did. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy we got as far as we did, but I'm also surprised. Alright, Mr. Frog. That was a successful mission to the swamp. We returned with a tame that I didn't think we would have for a while, and we got almost 500 cementing paste. That's pretty good haul. That is a pretty good haul, if I do say so myself. We also did bring a leech home, though, so we kind of have to deal with that. Which is dealt with the same way it was the first time. We're going to go stand on a campfire. The gator would pout. Trust me, it's going to be going on a lot of deep sea diving and adventures. It will have all the fun. Okay, campfire time. It's time to sing a campfire song. I'm very lucky that none of those have given me a disease yet. Very, very lucky that none of them have given me a disease. Because you can get diseases. It is not a fun time. Dang, you got a good haul, Frog. Look at you. Titan boa venom, Sargosuchus scales. Alright. We even got leech blood and silica pearls. You know what? You get to keep the leech blood. Because the leech blood is something that's going to last longer in your inventory than mine. Yep. And I don't know how you came up with these 54 arrows. Oh, you did kill the Rex. Oh no, the Rex that we got. Never mind. Okay, what does 1 point of... Jeez. Alright, well, you're not dying anytime soon. But I guess this also means our deep sea adventure will be somewhat postponed. Alright, well, we have choices. Oh, yeah, we need to expand this. Because the Deinosuchus herself, right? Right, this lovely, awesome, amazing Deinosuchus is longer than this barn is wide. Oh wait, you might actually fit in here. Not very well, but you might fit. Where's Frog? Okay, there's Frog. You know, even with this thing being bright green, I'm still misplacing it. I'm glad you're all passive, because this is already becoming a parking nightmare in here. Especially because I can't jump over this tail. No. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need draconic ancestors entering my realm. No, I don't. No, sir. Nuh-uh. No thanks. Not today. Like, all of the no. A partial skeleton, a rib cage. What kind of serial killer mod is this? It's literally the only thing I can think of because I swear I keep finding new bone parts. And I don't know what mod it's attached to other than the dragon mod. I'm just like, I don't want to. Hey, you know what? We got some ghillie stuff. We got some ghillie stuff, an Anki saddle, the ghillie mask. Let's see. Yeah, no, the rest of this I think I can keep in my inventory for now. We are going to upgrade this Deinosuchus saddle. Hide, fiber, and metal. You know, I used to have a lot of fiber, and then I started upgrading things. I don't have a lot of fiber anymore. But I hear it's good for a balanced diet, so we're gonna go get some more fiber and some upgrades. You know, that's probably the one thing I would want, even if it's a low level, just a regular level theory for all the fiber. Because I remember getting fiber for days, and I mean like literal days. Like we would have 10 stacks of 10,000 fiber on the previous save because of those theories. I'm very tempted. How much fiber do we have now? 2,700 something and some change. Also, the only other thing that's giving me a hard time is which one of these plants are real and which ones are fake, and they all look real. Every one of these plants. Do you have fiber, Para? If you're in the way, I'm gonna hit you. The fiber train does not stop. It waits for nobody. Unless you're strong enough to derail the train. If you can derail the train, then I guess you win. But yeah, I'm just like over here just going, Nyarr. I got berries out of that? How did I manage to get berries out of that? I'm so confused. This is a tool designed specifically for harvesting fiber. There's no way I should be harvesting berries. That's not bad. 6,731 plus the 2,700 I already had. Get all the fiber. Every last piece. All the upgrades. That's not even a joke. This is all for upgrades. Is this... You're not a tree. Are you a tree? It was a tree. Alright. The tall standing bushes and the trees look very close to each other. See, like this is a bush. That is a tree. That is a bush. That is a tree. It makes no sense to me because they look too close together. They look too similar to me for me to be able to tell the difference. But you know what? Here I am, getting all the fiber for all the upgrades. Alright. Well, you still need a name. I don't know what to name you. Aberrant Carrier. Well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn off ally looking. What does aberrant carrier mean? Well, that's your ancestry, but that's not your traits. Cave bearing? What? Reduces the weight of aberration items in its inventory. I don't even know if I can take you to aberration. We're not even there yet. We haven't even finished the island or scorched earth. And I don't even know if I can transfer you between saves on the same Xbox. Like I did. Pretty sure you have to have a dedicated ARC cluster for that. Well, even if it is a wasted trait, it'll be fine. Because I'm not used to playing with traits anyways, to be honest. Okay, let's upgrade this saddle. Okay. Nice. We need more hide. I can help with that, believe it or not. I had a little bit of hide. Apparently not enough, but I had a little bit. $688 more hide. Well, maybe I don't have a lot more hide. I thought I did. Yeah, you didn't really gather all that much. Well, actually, I think I already took it all. Alright, carnivores. Do you have the hide I need? We're going to start with Winge. Winge usually has a little bit. Zippo. Our Carno has 3,000. Yeah, buddy. You know what? You need a name too. Milkshake has a good name. Milkshake hasn't had any HP buffs. Alright, Milkshake. You're also chilling here for a bit. What I'm going to do is we're going to split this in half. You get half, and Milkshake gets half. Because what I'm the most concerned about is like a bug where the tames don't eat from the trough, even though it says that they're being fed by the trough. And every last one of them is nursing some kind of health bar. Like, you've got 5,000 health. I'm surprised that we haven't done much with the Pteranodon health bars. For the amount of time we used them early game. Alright. But now we have the hide we need before I get too sidetracked. I have not done enough today to be yawning, but here we are. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Only 26% upgraded, too. So this can continue to be so much better. But you know what? This also means that I can't accidentally one-punch my Deinosuchus. And I sincerely hope that with having 243,000 health, the bosses can't one-punch you either. You got big toofs. All the big toofs. Well, you are a boss killer. But yeah, I'm very pleasantly surprised with how the turn of events is approaching, or really just going in general. Alright, Mr. Frog. You did give me your cementing paste, and I thank you for that. In fact, we're probably going to have to go on another one of those runs not too long from now. The main goal is going to be crafting some medical brews to help the Deinosuchus recover HP. Well, no. We might just need to let you do that normally. Because the Xiphactinus is in the ocean. And if the Xiphactinus bites you, you will lose HP. And I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like messing with the Xiphactinus in any way, shape, or form. So maybe what we do is we work on some of this stuff, some of the base stuff. Some of the I need to expand the barn because we've got a ludicrous amount of tames stuff. I never have enough fiber, and I probably never will. Why do you all look like real plants? I mean, 3,000 fiber wouldn't be a bad start. It really wouldn't. Oh, heck no. Nope, no Troodons out here. Not even a little. Nope, not even. Have you gone shark feeding yet? No, I have not gone shark feeding yet. I have not been sacrificing anything to the sharks. Although we are close enough to a beach, we could be doing that. Especially now that I've got energy, I could just pick up a para and drop it in the water. Would be slightly evil. Alright. Now, admittedly, I'm thinking of just expanding this forward instead of widthwise. There we go. I think a good 70 foundations will do it. I don't even know if we're going to be able to use all 70 to go forwards, but that would link it up with the house pretty good, though. We'd have to start by picking up the ramp. All these ramps would have to get picked up. Any expansion project. One, two. Yeah, I'm really glad that I get to reuse these and I don't have to remake them. That's so nice. You would say, listen, the paras in this game are not. I thought you were trying to attack the turtle. The paras in this game are not the same to me as the paras in Path of Titans. There's a very distinct difference. They're nowhere near as special in this game. And you can tell that to anybody you want. It's like, yep, I said it. You know what? We may not need ramps anymore after coming out this far. And it's not, yeah, okay, yeah, that's close enough to the house that it's not too far off the house and it's not too bad. Yeah, I like that. Really? Really, we're gonna be doing this right now? You're gonna fight me on that? I'm gonna have to use ceilings? Alright. And here I thought I was gonna use all my foundations. I was wrong. Oh, heck no. No, 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 no. Yep, we're expanding the barn. I think I'm just moving too quick. I think I'm just too excited. Sadly, the pairs and path are broken. Yeah, yeah, I've heard. I've heard. Alright, well, we only need, what, 3 more of these. And then we finish this row with ceilings, and we should be okay. 1, 2, 3. So we only need 4 ceilings. Not bad. Alright, I can do 4 ceilings. 4 beautiful, amazing ceilings, and I need them snapped the other way. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay, fine. If they have to be snapped that way to make all the wood to go the same direction. But the roof is a different story. The roof is different. Alright. And then we get the walls here. And they should do exactly this. So that way it looks like a full block even though it's not. Additionally, what I'm going to have to do is build a ton more of the tall wood walls. I'm going to need more than 2, which means I need more wood. Alright, and while I'm doing this, our unnamed Deinosuchus needs to go for a nap. I'm not very pleased that you do not have a safer place. Yes, you will be safe in here. Your tail's doing some weird scrunchy thing. Some super weird scrunchy thing. The main question is going to be, does it leave the side of the building? If it doesn't leave the side of the building, we're good. Okay, cool. So things can't mesh damage you. Alright, cool. Good stuff. Let's go murder some trees. And I really don't like that these trees have not regrown yet. I cut down like a whole bunch of trees, and they haven't quite come back yet. Hello, Trike. How are you today? That Trike has a kid. What? What? That is 10 levels away from max level. If I needed a turtle. You know what? Our turtle. What's our turtle? Pi, are you a man or are you a woman? Are you a male or female? Pi is a boy. Alright. I don't normally play matchmaker. But for Pi, we can do this for Pi. 5, huh? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you stuck in those trees too? I feel like that's kind of crazy. Sure enough, is stuck on the tree. Well, I mean, we might as well start doing this now. Or do we wait? We could wait and use the starve tame. The starve tame may be more efficient. I also don't want to risk chopping the trees and doing damage too. Speaking of things accidentally dealing damage, you're not allowed. Now somewhere you did have a child. I won't hurt the child. The child knows better. Or maybe not enough. Because I'm not taking chances here. I didn't come here to take chances. All the trees. For all the wood. I feel like that had to have made at least some progress. Let's see. If we look at our walls now, we can make 32. Go ahead. My thinking being is that if we have extra, we'll just use the salvage station, and it'll be fine. Now I'm very sure Scram! Alright, well, it'll wake up. Of that I am confident. Oh, the fog is here. Oh, no fog. No fog. But yeah, what we can do is we'll use the 5, we'll use the tall doorways, and then we will use the regular walls for the last 3, and we'll get the ceiling done, and we should be able to pick up the behemoth gate. Worst comes to worst, we make a new one. I'm not that concerned. Not completely concerned. You know, we could get more fiber while we're up here. Being mindful to not go near the turtle while it's taming. Because I'm not chancing the 100% taming effectiveness because I needed fiber. Not at all. I do think we got some pretty good fiber out of that, though. Alright, well, we can put some of the regular armor back on, because we don't need to be stealthy anymore. Now we can be secure. You know what? We definitely need a chess piece, though. I don't know how you managed to get stuck in this tree. Genuinely, for the life of me, I do not know. However, what I can tell you is that we're going to get you out from behind the tree. Because I'm pretty sure I just hit you for 2,000 damage. And I really would like to not do that again. Okay, and now that you're labeled your voice call passive, there we go. The last two trees are down. Now let's see. Something I haven't done before. Can you be carried by bird? You cannot be carried by bird. So how do we get you down from here? Where's the off ramp? Alright, got it. So we just have the long version of an off ramp. Okay. I will be back for you. The alternative idea is we could just yeet off the mountain and then reset the fall at the last second. I'd rather not do that. I don't like that. It takes too many chances. This method may be slower, but it is effective. Thank goodness you know how to reverse. $67.81. Alright, well, that's not near us. There we go. There we are. Now we're headed down. Once again, I don't typically play matchmaker. But here we are, apparently one-tapping dodos. And when we're not one-tapping dodos, we're helping our dinosaurs find a mate. Because between the shiny turtle and the non-shiny turtle, based on their natural levels, I expect good things. Yeah, already up to 7 level ups, not bad. But it'll be great. Turtles are decent mounts for soaking up damage. Beaver. Hello, beaver. Is there a beaver dam nearby? Have you built a beaver dam? See, something I didn't know. Beavers spawn down here. It's where I found my beavers. They were down here, living here at the river. It seems we are still recovering from some extra torpor. 6238. I'm good. We don't need to go over there. Not even a little. Not even a little. Yeah, essentially this turtle and pie can mate and create super, or not super, but higher stat children. So we're very happy about that. Very happy about that. It turns out now the only hurdle of getting them together is the Deinosuchus. Now you just need a name. Additionally, we're going to save. It's been a while since we saved, and there's a whole bunch of stuff we've done that I don't feel like doing again. Very much the, have you saved recently? And I'm just like, no. The game just gives a slight nod and says, yeah, you might want to do that. Alright, Prin. You're going to help me get Winge back. Because we went on a field trip. And Winge is, being good about it. Alright, Winge. Did that thing just land in the taming pen? Pteranodon level 10. No, thanks. No, thank you. Alright. So additionally, what we're going to do is we're going to actually start with the large wood walls here. Because they're going to have to be moved forward. So we have 1, 1, 2. And then this one will be 1, 2. Alright, so those are the only two that I know of that can be relocated without having to be rebuilt. Which will be great because it then means that we can honestly have a lot larger of a spot. Wall is obstructed? By what? I'll show you obstructed. Honestly, this one can probably be a regular wooden wall, of which we're gonna make quite a few anyways. All 33 of them. Namely because this one's gonna be a door for me. That way I can just open and close the door when I want to come in rather than having to be like, oh, I gotta open the big dino gate. Much easier that way. Can I do that? No, I cannot do that. For a second I thought I could, but turns out that I cannot. Alright, so it's those plus 3. Alright, I think we can do that. Yeah, I think we can very much do that. I think the hard part is going to be securing the roof. And then additionally relocating these to move them forward, because those are actually quarter wood panels. And I don't know if I can highlight them while I'm riding. No. So what I would need to do is probably get some ceilings. And kind of use them as scaffolding. Maybe we can use the ramps, actually. So we could try that. We could try the ramp, and then I want it to be looking down. Try it again. Because the idea is I can land, but there's no guarantee I jump off to the right. Yeah, essentially I have to get very, very lucky about it. Come on, let me pick up the quarter walls. Okay. How do I reach this one then? Turns out I didn't need it after all. Alright. Well, what about the one up there? That one looks a little high. What if can I get it to place sideways? No. Let's see. 1, 2. Arc did not like that. Can I reach? I cannot reach. What if I do this way? Yep, we had it. Then one more. Well, that was interesting. There we go. There we are. Alright, so that one, and the one up here up top. No, no, you know where we have to land. There we are. Not quite, Prin. Oh dear. Alright. You know where I'm at. Come here. Great job. Very proud. The Deinosuchus munching inside always gives me a slight fright. If for no other reason than just being like, oh my gosh, it's a really big thing. Okay, quarter wall. And did you get hurt at all? No, you took no damage. But now you're trying to mate. Please disable mating. No, no, no. Disable. Alright, you're no longer trying to mate. It would be an awkward time anyways because we're busy trying to build. Now this side I don't think has the railings that go up to the wall. No, it does not. So this side's going to be a little bit different. Yeah, give me one of those. Give me another one of those. And another one of those. Facing towards me. Then one more. Cool. Yeah, because now we can run all the way up. Start from the bottom. Although I admit, I don't know if starting from the bottom is better or if you start from the top because it'll take the entire section. I don't think it's that. What I do know is that I'm going to have to invest in another feeding trough if I'm essentially like near doubling the space of this. Our tribe killed a dodo. Congratulations, Metal Spikes. You've done your job, and you've done your job well. Alright. Well, we're almost ready to move these up. Although, admittedly, this time we're going to have to use some extra walls. It might be easier to do that on the outer side. What, are we? Yeah, did that. Yeah, alright. I didn't really lose all that much health, and neither did Prin. I don't know if we got lucky there, or if it's just the way arc mechanics are working. Okay. Here comes the fun. And nope. Alright, come at it from this way, and yes. And now we wobble a little. We do a slight walk. Alright, now stop following. You should land. There you go. Alright. Let's try adding another ramp next to it. There we go. So now, if I fall off, I don't go flying or getting launched by the Pteranodon wings. Alright, well that should pick up everything. And you're fine. And if you're fine, then we're good. Alright. So now, what I need to do is get the regular walls back up. to about at least there. Because on the outer sides, the walls can just go up. No, you didn't. You didn't. Grr. Alright, well, let's see. I do not have enough. This time I'm missing wood. Alright, well, let's go cut down a bunch more trees and hope that they grow back because they don't seem to be. Honestly, they could just be growing back very slow. The last server I played on to play Ark had, it would grow back in like 30 minutes. And I think that these settings, I believe, are set to whatever Ark's default setting is. But it will grow back. It usually does. And honestly, even if it doesn't, having a small deforested section around the base, probably not the worst thing. Probably not. We're dehydrated. Well, that's a problem. As you can tell, we're busy working. We can't do that. We can't be dehydrated. We don't have time to be dehydrated. Alright. Well. Now that we're up this part, or up to here, and we have the wood for the wall, or for the ceilings. So we go ahead, craft 20 ceilings. Okay, that's 25. That should be... We're going to need that many anyways. Well, we're going to need a lot more than just 25, but 25 is a great starting point here. Because what we can do is we can work on getting the walls where we need them to be. Additionally, I can fix this one. And take this off. And then print will follow. And it will be fine. Well, apparently being fine worked better in theory. It looks like we're almost over encumbered, which is surprising given how much weight I've got. Like, we've got easily 2100. I should not be over encumbering myself. Alright. Now the way that this worked over here is that this wall over here has the quarter walls that go up to the top. And then it kind of cuts in on half the ceiling and it covers up the other half of the wall. Now, admittedly, you can tell it's not perfect, right? If something wanted to, it could probably totally fall in. I should probably fix that. Being a responsible Ark player who wants to take care of his tames for a long time. We should be a bit more responsible about it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go up 1, 2, I believe it's 3. 1, 2, 1. Now this I can fix because Arc will let us highlight this and it'll be great. But yeah, for example, it's 1, 2, 3 high. We just need to highlight the right spot. Honestly, I thought the scaffolding would look better and be easier to use, but it's kind of not. Alright, I've got other birds. Prin is a good bird. But I don't want to have to bother, moving Prin back and forth, calling, landing, all the things. It is much easier to just use another bird, get up here pretty quick. I wanted to place a ceiling there, but the game said no. There we are. Because right here, build this level, and then get these other 4 quarter panels ready to be level. The real question is going to be, does it let me place the behemoth gate if there's roofs here? So we're going to leave these back like this. We're not going to fully flush them out yet. We will, just not yet. Am I? Okay, I thought I was trying to fall through the ceiling. That was going to be weird. Now, the other thing we can do to help us with placing these walls, so we can kind of go out and around to get to get snap points on the walls here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The barn slowly expands. We're gonna need, I'm gonna say we need, let's see, it's 3 times 4 plus another 2, so that's 14 walls. Alright, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And the other ones that aren't the whole walls should be the panel, or the quarter panel walls. Well, it looks like we had 1 extra wall. That's not bad. There we go. And this is probably about as far as we're coming out on the ceilings until we place the dino gate. Oh, Ark. Please do not tell me where I can and cannot place a thing. Especially when you say, oh, it's green, and then say, oh, you can't do it. I doubt we're going to need 100. I'm going to make another 35. You know, at some point we're going to get the cryo fridge done. And this barn might just be converted into the main base. We might tear the old... Did it not place? I don't think that placed. We might just tear the old one down. Or connect them and do something. I don't know. We'll do something. But yeah, we might not have all of these guys on display all the time. Essentially what I'm trying to say. Oh, cool. I can pick this up. Nice. Alright, so then we can pretty reliably get back up here. You're gonna follow me. We're gonna loop around. Yep. Yep, we're gonna loop around. You're gonna stay with Tony. You're gonna stop following me, which is gonna make you land. Something is impaling itself on the spikes. We go double check and make sure that it's nothing for us to be worried about. Like, I don't have some kind of like hydro dragon impaling itself on the spikes. I think it was one of the, was it, no, it was one of the paras? A decent level para at that, but I don't think we need an extra para. No. No, I don't think we need an extra. And then at some point here, I'm gonna move the flying tames up to this level, and we're gonna have kind of like an aviary of sorts. Or at least an upper portion for them specifically, so there's more room for the ground tames. Alright, we need 3 more ceilings for this back section. Beautiful. Alright, so now we place the dino gate. Oh yeah, I'm very happy with how this is going to look. It's going to look great. Behemoth, dino, gate. You know what? You snapping, I don't want you to snap. Alright, that's not quite equal, and I see a mistake. Just worried about this. Alright, well, turns out we're gonna need these walls after all. So I have to pick this up. Use the doorway here. Place the small door. Actually use one of these as stairs. And then I think we need just a handful of walls here. Not many. Like, I don't even think even 5. Probably need 4. Alright. 1, 2. Oh, we didn't even need 4. We just needed 3. Alright, looks good. But yeah, essentially with the behemoth gate being placed there, it kind of meshes through. And because it meshes, I didn't want... Let's see, you're supposed to be right about... It's supposed to be equal. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab my mouse to help me guide this, because that's what I did the last time I placed this. I plugged a mouse in. 6236. We're nowhere near there. Alright, so what I want is I want it to slightly mesh on both sides, but essentially be looking like that. Alright, and now that it's doing that, I should be able 1, 2, and I think this one, 3, 4. Because these other two, these 3 in the middle are not going to need that at all. Alright, but those ones on the corners, in case there's some gigantic tame that comes in here, may need the stairs. Then again, Like, I don't know, a Titanosaur, even a Giga, I don't think would be fitting in here. I don't think that the barn is long enough. Alright, but now we just have to fill in this top part with ceilings. Let's see, I'm gonna get 10. I doubt that 10 is enough. Alright, let's see. It actually lets me do that. Does it let me? No snap point. It does not like. Okay. So, really? Right now, right now? We're so close to being done. Alrighty then. We. Yeah, we effectively added 25%, I think, to the overall length of the barn. Which should allow at least the Deinosuchus to move about freely along with the Dinopithecus. That's not a Dinopithecus. What is it? It is a something. Well, it's not a Carbonemus. I almost want to call it a Dinocolossus. Pretty sure it's the Dinotherium. I like how the bird's just looking at me like, you can't do this. The shiny amethyst argentavis has disappeared. The game has a tendency to spawn shiny creatures and not tell me about all of them. It tells me about most, but definitely not all. Alright, so this bench was originally where the wall was. And now that we have that like this, I'll admit it'll be easier to maneuver the front end than the back end. And additionally, when you rotate, the tail rotates. But, yep, we've got enough room, roughly, to do this, leave it like that, and it no longer causes traffic jams, in theory. Let's see what happens when we try to take the Dinotherium out. No, that is very much an issue. Additionally, what we could do, since it's a solid entity all the way through, is we could just do this. Put her on one of the ends. Maybe not the end with the door I'm going to use. But yeah, put her on one of the ends. Because that does not mesh through the door or the wall. Yeah. Alright. And then what we could do... Actually, I like that. What we could do is we can make stairs. Or maybe even a ladder. Like a ladder right here. So we put a wall. Yeah, we'll put a wall there. That's 2 up. So it's 2 walls and 2 ladders. So a second wall and 2 ladders. Then probably 5 more ceilings. Yeah, I'm really liking how that's going to look. Alright, we put the ceilings in next. 2, 3, 4, 5. And honestly, we could probably double it. Keep that double wide. Make 5 more. Yeah, keep that double wide. Oh, no, 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 no. See, the rest of these are left, right. Yeah, yeah, we need to fix this. This is not, I'm not tall enough. Sounds about right. Alright, are those ladders placed yet? They will be now. Now that I'm something to be particular about to go fix. Alright. You're joking. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Now, we've made it to the greebling. If we're doing greebling, then we're good. Right? If we're being particular about the way the logs go, then we're pretty much done. Pretty much. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nice. And honestly, we can take these and pick them up because we're not going to need them. Expand the railing out. It should be the corners. The quarter wall and railing. Alright. So places like that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need 2 more. Just 2. And we passed it. Alright, well this looks pretty good. I'm very, very happy with how this is going. Yeah, because what we can do is we can actually close this and test it. It looks like it closed good. Come down here. Alright, now there's a couple of these that we can turn off now that we have them home. Like, your tracking can be disabled. Tony's tracking can be disabled. The Dinosuchus's tracking. Milkshake's tracking. Other thing we can do is up your stamina, and then the rest gets pumped into melee. Alright, looks good. We can turn the Carnos tracking off. You know what? You are getting a name. And we are naming you Henry. Let's see, Milkshake's got a name. I think that I've got a fitting name for this one. Yep. You two look great. You both have red eyes, though. I don't know how you both pulled that off. We couldn't have matched that. In honor of my first Dinosuchus I ever tamed, That is... Oh, is that just the natural light seeping through? I like that though, because that means I don't need any lights until it's nighttime. I really like that. Now, as you can tell, we've got a very specific spot set up for Priscilla. We actually built the balcony around her tail swinging. So I was very proud of that. Let's see, Milkshake. What if we back you up a little? And you're not, yep, yep, you're not meshing through at all. You should be fine. The spacing is good. Oh yeah, this is great. This is beautiful and wonderful and great. Now, admittedly, half my tames look like if the breeze blew the wrong way, they'd fall over. But I assure you that is only because they are all nursing off hex of a health bar. Okay, and then let's see, do we have the materials needed for a new trough? We do. Okay. Now, if I snap this new trough right here, does it have, no, does it have the feed range to make it to the other side of the barn? It does, but there seems to be a dead zone. Let's see, the other one. Now that's the scaffolding I chose to build with. Okay. So there's a little bit of overlap, which there's no problem with overlap. I'm not thrilled that there's a dead zone, so what we might have to do is we might actually have to build a third feeding trough and stick it over there along the wall. Right next to where Tony is, I think is probably the best spot for it. So that way, Tony can be the guardian of one of the feed troughs. It will be his spot. Because what I don't want, right, is I want full coverage of the barn. I don't want there to be any possibility that someone doesn't get fed and proceeds to die. That would be bad. Oh yeah, easily now the entirety of this is full. Okay, so now I just need to scrounge some berries off of one of our herbivores, which they all have plenty. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm once again dehydrated. You would think that I would be just a little bit more responsible about it. 1, 2, 3. I used to have a stack of 10,000 meat, but I don't anymore. I believe I've split that among many of our lovely carnivorous tames. There we go. So what we can do is now we can put this meat in here, come over here, and then stock this trough up as well. And then all will be well. As there's berries and meat in all 3 troughs. Priscilla will eat meat, even though I know the go-to for Priscilla is fish, but she will eat meat. She will not starve. Because if that was, if she wasn't eating meat at all, then the food meter would stay low. Or wouldn't be going up, rather. Yep. Yeah, no, I'm very happy with these names. It'll be interesting to see how I reorient these tames once I get the actual power for a cryo station. I'm also interested to see. I love how I get cold after I get close to a fire. I'm going to be interested to see how I stack up these. You know what? I could probably bring this section out by one more, or at least make like a wider section over here and kind of move Muma up a little, kind of create some little thing. The camera does a really weird jutting when I walk on the scaffolding. Okay, good. Yeah, that's not just me. The camera kind of like, I don't want to say clips because it's not clipping, but also we have a back door, and right out the back door is a level 5 turtle. Hi, turtle. Who's that dinosaur? It's Pikachu. You know what? There's probably, well, maybe not. I would imagine that there would be, yeah, no, I doubt that would be a thing. But it was a fun joke. I enjoyed the joke. You guys are the only ones without saddles. I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, you guys don't have saddles. I kind of just saw them because I'm like, oh, they're cute. But we have Chuck and Mint. Both of you need a saddle. I think the only thing that was holding us back was the cementing paste at the time. Yeah, it was the cementing paste at the time, but we got a whole bunch from the swamp. And honestly, we can probably take that chitin and make a whole bunch more of it too. Alright. You know what? The base is big enough. I'm starting to wonder if we wouldn't want to use one of these tames as a transportation tame to kind of like be our in-base companion and follow us, or we ride between buildings. Or maybe I'm crazy. Maybe. But I mean, Tony's not a bad contender. Because I think it was either originally between Tony and the frog. Believe it or not. Tony also having one of the few ascendant saddles. Man, Erwinnie is just loud eating in the barn. You can hear that from all the way over here as if she was right next to us. Alright, well, we don't have any metal. It's been a while since we've gone on an actual metal run as opposed to ingots. Because normally, my goal is normally to keep that always on, but it doesn't make sense to keep it on if there's nothing to smelt. So, what I could do is we could go on a run to the metal nodes. Only other issue is that, just like the trees, the metal nodes seem to be having some kind of reluctance in spawning back in. Excuse me, and I do not know why. For the life of me, I don't know why. Alright, now here is the beaver saddle. So we have fiber and cementing paste. Well, we've got cementing paste, and we've got 7,000 fiber. So 2 saddles are out of metal. Not for long. Alright, 2 saddles ready to go. Yeah, no, not a bad idea. Put the bug repellent in there. Nah. We'll hold on to the bug repellent. I just need to find a place. Let's see here. Do you have settings that I can... Egg collection both? Only collect unfertilized eggs. Albert, you're awesome, and you're great, but I'm also not... It took one time for one dragon egg I found to be eaten by him, or collected, or what have you, for me to be like, and we don't do that again. It took one time. It only ever takes one time. Alright, Tony. I don't want to leave you facing the wall. So what I'll do is I'll leave you facing the trough. And we'll put you at a more acceptable angle that Ark will let me hop off of you. Nope, okay, that tail does not come through. I'm like, it looks very close. Very close. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it does not get much closer than that. Oh, you're up to 16,000. That's not bad. You're going to be very strong when you get full health. Between that and an Ascendant Saddle, not much is going to be able to kill the Deinosuchus. Like, maybe the bosses. Maybe. But no, originally what I wanted to do is get a breeding pair of the Deinosuchuses and just breed a battle. Some battle version. Some family lineage to take on the bosses, because I know that they do a lot of damage. Like, they're a very high damaging tame. Which is also why they're my natural choice for the ocean crawling. Alright, nobody's gonna eat this, right? I mean, they shouldn't. They don't have the ability to pick stuff up off the ground. The game says it's too cold. I have standing torches I can build. It's normally what I do. One, two. Alright, we're gonna try. Still too cold. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna take like 15 of these, and I'm gonna have to be like near, you know, heat exhaustion levels of it's hot. But yeah, no fuel. And every time I do this, I try my best to make sure that when I light a new torch, it does not damage the health. Yeah, because you see that? We're just starting to get warm. But you know what we could do? We could try some campfires intermingled with the torches. Have them be like one there, one there, one there. A whole lot of still too cold, huh? How about another 5? Try one of these. They get pretty warm. Yay! Alright, what if I turn off the campfire so that way it can't accidentally hurt itself? Nope, too cold. Alright. Well, now we wait. And I get to see if this is like a normal wyvern egg or if this is like a it needs milk wyvern egg. Oh my gosh! Is that an effect off the egg? I'm glad there's no other humans here. They probably think I'm burning the place down. Like some kind of horrific cutscene. Oh my goodness. Well, that'll be done in 5 minutes. Some change. Yeah, that's cool. Well, we may have our first dragon, and it might not even be one that I've had to go out and knock out to tame. Because I was prepared to go knock out, torpor tame a dragon and make essences, which I'm definitely still going to do, but like, apparently, finding black pearls to make the power device I want is insane. Just absolutely insane on this save. We're gonna save in case something terrible happens, or the game crashes, or some unforeseen consequence. Because that would also be my luck. I'm overheating. Well, the good news is that all these tames here are set to passive, so I'm not even worried about the actual egg itself. Oh, that's so good. The optimal temperature is 67.1 degrees Celsius. Goodness. Oh, it's even telling us what colors it's going to have, too. Wow. I love it. It's like, it's just right. Even though the current air temperature is 23.6 degrees Celsius, which I've got temperature in Fahrenheit. So yeah, that looks about right. No, thank you. So okay, every time an ancient draconic ancestor enters the realm, do you know what that is? It is a bone skeleton giant wyvern, literally giant, bigger than the elder wyverns I've seen, or elder dragons that I've seen, and they have 100,000 health points. 100,000. That's kind of crazy, man. Just a little crazy. Another reason of why I've like been pumping HP into all of these guys because I'm like, if we run into one of those wyverns out there, we need to be able to maybe not kill it, but at least stay alive long enough for me to stab the wyvern if it hits the ground or shoot it or, do something. Basically, their health bars are all just big enough to give me reaction time, which is another reason of why I have the upgrade station. It's like it's all reaction time based. Every last part. Every last part. But I'm excited. Very excited. Ooh, one of the fires went out. That one... Oh, it's the campfire? Oh, is it these other two? Yeah, these two campfires in the back went out. Alright, well, I've still got plenty of wood. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, little dragon egg. I've got you covered. How about now? Yeah, are we back to it? Well, we're back to it. But yeah, we're gonna have an egg hatch, and it's gonna be super duper awesome and super cool. This is actually the first time I've ever seen it happen for this mod. I love how the zoom in is just like, yeah, you just get a generally zoomed in look. Although I prefer the Super Spyglass Plus over the base Spyglass. So much more information, stat distribution, health, torpor level, what the color regions are. It's super cool. Alright, it looks like this is also where we're going to end the stream after the dragon hatches and we make sure it doesn't burn itself alive. Which is normally why people don't use campfires for this, but I figured, man, what's the worst that could happen? Well, apparently, we've just got to watch. We've got to be ready. 3%. 2%. Alright, let's get ready here. You detected an enemy. Well, don't you worry, Perry. This one's ours. Okie dokie. I don't know what you eat. For the life of me, I've got no clue. Alright, baby wyvern. You follow me. You're not very good at following, but you did just hatch. I have a feeling that you're going to be just as big as the other big ones when you're done growing. Stop all, whistle passive, disable ally looking. Alright, so you are numb. Well, that's not great. Do you eat meat? Your food meter is going down. Alright, let's see. Do I have any raw meat on you? The answer is no. Tony, I know you've got oodles of raw meat on you. We're taking it. You've got 500, and there's a whole bunch in there. You're going to be fine. Alright, do you eat raw meat? You are not eating it. That's concerning. Why are you not eating it? This creature can ignore damage for a time. We need to consult the book. We need to do it quick. Consult the dragon book. Dragon book, it's not working. Something's weird. Creatures. Ember. Sand, polar, rejuvenating blood, flame. Title, wyvern, corn, undead, glow, something. Headless Hydra, Undead, Ancient Ancestor, Elder. Okay, Elder. Stomp on the ground, does this, does that. Picked, tamed by, attacks, find the wild Rex's. Baby food. What do you eat for baby food? Wyvern milk. Frack. Accept Elder Wyvern. What? This milk by. No, milk gets added to your personal inventory. Milk is fire, lightning, or poison wyverns. Elder Wyvern milk is used for healing Elder Wyverns. Fudge! Fudge nuggets. We do not have long. We do not have long at all. We're gonna get the base arrows. We're gonna grab you. Oh, this is so bad. You're probably going to die on me. Which is terrible, because I wasn't hoping to learn this the hard way. Imprinting plus 100%. I don't think that decreases the time it takes for you to lose food. So this could be bad, because if it runs out of food as a baby, I don't remember if it insta-dies, or if it just loses HP until it hits 0 and dies. Either which way, there used to be an Elder Dragon over here. I need to see if it's still over here, because if it is, we've got hope. If it's not, then we're probably SOL. You know what? In times such as this, I don't typically resort to this, but if there's an Elder Dragon on the map, A, B, C, D, E, a whole bunch of stuff. No, it's not. That's rough. We wouldn't even be able to get there in time. Well, I'm willing to make an effort. I'm willing to make an effort, even though I know that this is ridiculous. And the reason I say it's ridiculous is because the Elder Wyverns add an adult. The one I saw had 50,000 HP. So not only do I have to get that far and get back with the milk, I've got to kill 50,000 HP worth of health with an Argentavis. I don't know about that one, fam. I don't know about that. What do you? As you can tell, I also get sidetracked by like everything and everyone. There's no way we pull this. That baby's going to die. But it won't be the last. We will find others. Because those wyvern eggs seem to spawn in some interesting places. Maybe next time I think I do my research before I try to hatch an egg. That would be my recommendation for myself next time. But this time we just need some speed and a whole heck of a lot of luck. I mean, the alternative possibility, right, is that we're far enough away from base, the baby's not rendered. So the question's going to be, does the baby's food drain while it's not rendered? A solid answer is probably. It's a mod. And mods do interesting things. Alright, well, you're not full health. This is about the best you're going to get on such short notice. Some additional melee damage. A male Elder Wyvern, level 65. Well, the last one I found was like level 130. So maybe 65 has like 20k health, or even 25k. I think that is easier to pull. Or at least I sincerely hope it is, and I imagine it's got a fire breath attack, which is going to be terrible damage over time for us. Part of me honestly wonders if it would just be easier to knock the thing out. And then kill it. I don't... Oh, and of course it's over this water swamp. Or this watered area. Because this area actually isn't part of the swamp. There it is. I saw you. You have... Nope, you have 50k health and a flame breath. Alright, I was afraid of this. Of literally all parts of this. What is that? It is the, hey, if you mess up, that's what you go for next. Got it. I love how the para's just kind of here, like, hey dude, I'm here. Alright. I love how it hit the Bronto. That poor Bronto is having an absolutely horrific time. Oh, nope, here it is. Here's us. It's our turn now. Admittedly, I don't know that an Ascendant Saddle would actually help us here, because that's a damage over time effect, and I don't know if that lessens damage over time or not. Is that the only attack you have? I accidentally murdered the Bronto. I accidentally cut down a tree. Alright, what are we doing in terms of HP? Alright, we're about 70, or about a quarter of the way there. You know, this would probably be easier with our own Wyvern, but apparently I just like a good challenge. Well, I see some version of damage markings. I don't see the Wyvern anymore. I'm kind of concerned about how flamey that breath is. You know what we could do? There's a corpse here. We use that to get some health back. Oh, is that a stego? That's bad. That's really bad. We need to leave. You know what? I would defecate too. We need stamina back, please. I'm like, bird, eat your food. So we were not supposed to get hit to half health with that by that stego. It was not part of this plan. Ow. We just lost so much health right there. There's a reason I mass murder stegos. This is part of it. There seems to be a window of, like, dodge time? Alright, well, we're down to, we've cut it about in half. But standing here being lit on fire is bad. The only thing I can hope for is like some version of an alcove. You know what, almost exactly like this. I love that this is actually happening here. Oh, I had to open my mouth. Alright, well, we got as much health back as I think we can actually honestly get. I would like to argue and say that that stego helped us a little, but I don't know enough. Where do you think you're going? Come back here. I'm not done trying to kill you yet. What is this? Why are you running? I have to murder you. What? Alright. We gotta look at his health before we go at him. If his health came back at all, we need to leave. Nope, it's still... Okay, so we're down to 15k out of 50 versus our... Okay, so we're actually really even. We're over the swamp now. That's not great. It's not great. Oh, we've got him. Jeez, this is insane. Well, we definitely wouldn't have been able to kill the other one with 50,000 HP. We got one! We got one milk out of that entire fight! Out of that entire fight, we got one milk! Bro, that does not feel worth it at all. Alright. Alright, we've got 30 minutes to get it to our wyvern. Okay. Wow. We started that fight with about 40,000 HP. Wow. This bird's gonna need a day off. And a promotion, but mostly a day off. I can only hope that wyvern milk is very effective. That is our only hope. Because that would be just a double whammy and a half. We go through all that work to fight the wyvern to nearly die to get one milk for it to not be worth it. That would suck a lot. It'll also be a good reason to get me to pull an RG saddle. Well, this is probably as good a spot as any to stop. We should be able to make it all the way home on the next stamina bar. At least that's my expectation. Tribe of Bartholomew. Isn't that just a silly name? I mean, the good news is the health bar is going up really well, too, because we're almost up 1,000 health from at the end of the fight already. And we've got, a good 39, 38 health, 1,000 health to go. What the hell? Nope, I'm not sticking around. That's a headless Hydra. I'm gonna leave. But yeah, good to know that they are passive and guarding a nest, and unless you either attack them or steal their egg, they will not care. It's probably the only saving grace we had for that 130 that was down here. Was that a Theory? I thought it was a Theory. There's a horse. Hello, horse. Level 58 horse. Even if it was a Theory, we really don't have the health to mess around with it at all. Because Theories, even, like, maybe even level, 58 Theories, do not mess around. Alright. Come on, little guy, hang in there. This is the roughest milk trip I've ever been on in my life. Literally the roughest. Oh, come on, we can do it. We can do it. I know we can do it. We have to do it. We've sacrificed enough. No, no. Uh. Alrighty. Well, we know for next time. We know for next time. It's really weird because we claimed that dinosaur. Or we claimed it. So there should have been some really big red death message pop up. But there wasn't. Oh well, we've learned. We've learned. Good lord, those things are rough. You know, maybe we don't start with the Elder Dragon for a dragon. Probably within my best common sense, but you know. We survived. We would probably need to get a dragon of our own. Probably like a sand dragon or a hydro dragon or something. Something. That probably means I bite the bullet and build a regular generator. To power that, build the cauldron. Because if the cauldron doesn't need power, we can just flick off the generator and just turn it off and leave it off. But yeah, that fight was something, and I'm glad that one, we lived long enough to talk about it. Two, we learned a valuable lesson. I'm also just gonna go through this really quick and see if we have to go on a killing spree. Creatures, let's look at the ones that spawn around here the most. Because we get a lot of hydros and tidal and a couple sands. Baby food, so wyvern milk is just like almost all or for all of these. Oh! Sand dragon can be used. Can have baby or just raw meat. That's really nice. Yeah, elder and wyvern milk. Dear lord, that was insane. Raw meat. Okay, so a lot of these use raw meat. The blood one uses blood packs. Really, a headless hydra uses raw meat as baby food. Hydro, bloodstorm uses blood packs. Raw meat, raw meat. Polar dragon has special milk. Okay, alright. So draconic, inferno, elder, and polar all have special milk. Okay. So then, I mean, there's no real reason. I mean, this is already about to spoil. I don't have a fridge. So, bottoms up, I guess. Alright, well, we learned something new today. We can actually make this one. Oh, no, we can just store the stuff in here. That way it doesn't take up inventory slots. But yeah, I mean, the good news is the majority of those don't have any special requirements. It's literally just 4 of them using special milk. And we just happened to get the one. It's like, oh wow, this one's an egg. Yeah, that would probably be why, right? Because we don't do the work to catch or quote tame it. Insulating warmth from drinking the wyvern milk. Instead, we do something a bit more difficult in the rearing. All right, we build a generator. Hooray! Let's see. I should still have some gasoline, unless I have the gasoline in the forge. No. Oh, I put the gasoline in. No, I put the gasoline. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, this god awful annoying thing is going to be loud and annoying. Okie dokie. Yep, there it is. 1,500 gasoline. Alright, let's put some gas in it. Okay, you're on now. Can you make this? Can be crafted at Draconic Shrine. Um, oh, I have to turn it on. Oh! So that's what being on looks like. Red eyes and a flaming sword. Really? Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn it off now. You creepy statue. Power. No, not power. Let's see, it just says it's obstructed. It needs water, but it's essentially a brewing stand. Alright, well, I feel like that's a worthy compromise. I would much rather just link a chain of. I would rather just link a chain of these reservoirs. Probably only need two. Because this one. Actually, the way I would love to do it is we stack one here. Water tank is obstructed. Lies. Because it'll irrigate off of the other. Yep. And then this one, I should be able to put it next to the feeding trough. And it will irrigate the entire house. And then some. Go on. There we go. Good stuff. And now this is irrigated. So that means we just need. What on earth? Rejuvenation crystal. Okay. So this is the basic draconic sand essence. Stone, dinosaur eggs, and water. Ember vein. Minor healing. Basic healing. Hold on. I can just craft healing potions out of this thing? Are you kidding? I guess not. Pure healing. Hold on. 300. Ah, okay. So this is how you make. Well, I'm glad we got all of that. 2,500, 2,500. So dragon eggs. Chaotic crystals. Ah, so this is the talons. Uh-huh. I have no idea how I'm gonna get hydro dragons ever. Tidal dragons eat this. Black pearls, silica pearls, water tank, metal water tank. What the heck? Alright, well the one that we're obviously wanting is the rejuvenation one. Thatch wood, dinosaur eggs. Because we have the rest. And you have 11 dinosaur eggs. Perfect. Alright, well then if I just need wood and thatch, how much wood and thatch do I have? Do I have enough? Probably not enough wood. Not enough. Oh, well, we do have enough thatch, believe it or not. But definitely not enough wood. Alright, well, we've gone down the rabbit hole. I'm most definitely willing to come back and stream more, but I need to eat dinner before I forget. So I'm going to end the stream here this time, and then we'll pick up after I've eaten dinner. Thank you all for joining me so far. This has been your host, Sneaky Snake 2. Don't be afraid to hit the follow button if you've enjoyed what you've seen. And I want to shout out our awesome people who followed us last time because we did get followers. I didn't forget you. You're awesome and thank you. So you guys stay safe and slither on, and I will catch you in the next one.